Hi, I'm Jimster71, and in this video we are back on WRECKFEST on the PlayStation 5, and I want to try it out with my steering wheel, see how it plays on PS5 with the steering wheel, see what the settings are and what the gameplay is like. I did do a video a little while back using it with the DualShock, going through the haptics and how that felt, so I'll link to that in the description if you want to check that out. But this one is all about the steering wheel, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some gameplay, see how it plays with the steering wheel in first person view, which should be a bit weird because we're used to third person on this, and then I'm going to go through all the settings, explain what they do and how I've chosen what I have. So without further ado, I'm going to go into a custom event. We're going to do a race on Rattlesnake Park, main circuit, and I'm going to use the trusty rocket like I used in the last gameplay video. So we're going with a banger race, 23 opponents like before, so that's a full field. I'm going to play 5 laps. I'm going to change the weather to a clear sunset. Class C, damage of normal. Difficulty, right, I've got extra hard on the driving, so I've got shifting set to manual, which is done with the flappy paddles. I've got ABS off, traction control off, stability off, all that as before. AI difficulty I've dropped down to novice because I'm not used to using the steering wheel in this game, and I'm also using it in first person view, so to compensate for the lower visibility, I've stuck it into novice, see how we get on. It's probably still going to be carnage, literally, but we'll see how we go. So there's the event summary, just see everything we've selected. Okay, welcome to Rattlesnake Race Park main circuit. We'll go straight into the race. I will leave info about my steering wheel and setup in the description as well, so if you want to see what that is, you can check out the description for those. But we'll start out with the race. Let's get it into first gear. And first person view is very weird. Right, so I don't know the circuit very well. There's a U-turn coming up at the end, so slam on the brakes. Let's get around this bend without getting totaled. Right, let's try this, see where we go. Whoa, that's a big jump. Stick it into third. Let's get around this bend, set the brakes on. See if we can get it around the corner without spinning. I'm getting smashed all over the place. And I'm totally going wide on the circuit. Oh no, straight off the track, let's reset. Right, let's get going again. Down to 10th position, 11th, this is no good. Well, the force feedback is actually quite nice on this. You get a good feeling when the cars are hitting you. So when they're trying to force you wide, you can feel it in the steering. And there's another jump. Oh, this circuit is all over the place. Let's try and get past these guys. Uh oh, that's no good. And I'm flip the car. Let's reset that position again. This is not going well. Alright, let's see if we can catch some positions up on this long straight. Everyone is all over the place and in first person. Oh, get out of my way. In first person, this is so bizarre. Right, let's try and take this hairpin a bit better. Drop the speed. See if we can get the wheels round. There we go. Right, up to 5th. That's pretty good. That's so weird, this jump. That's really cool. Let's try and get this bend. I'm getting smacked up the backside. Get out of my way. There we go. Up to 4th. Get around this without spinning the car. Oh, no, it's taking me off the track. Oh, he's all over the place. Bit of a jump. To avoid this one, I don't want to flip the car. Oh, we're up to 1st. That's probably not going to last long if I keep doing that. Come on. Oh, this is so hard. In this view, it's really hard to control a car. But these bumps are great. The immersion is superb. And the bumps and stuff you feel through the steering wheel feel great. Try and rotate the car. There we go. Oh, a bit too far. We got it back. Yes, we've got it. Nice to save it. Oh, that's absolute mayhem. Guys are still right behind me. I've taken that a bit too deep into the corner. Right, let's get around this way without flipping it. Oh, it's so hard to control these because with the traction control off, you just want to lose the back end all the time. Oh, there's a car right behind me. I can hear it on the left. So we're doing a bit better. We haven't totaled the car. Oh, it's nearly spoke too soon. That's a horrible bump when you land. And I'm going to hit the side. 2 wheels. Drop a gear. Oh, we're not doing too bad now. As long as you don't make any stupid mistakes, we should actually finish okay. The sun really low. And we've managed to spin the car. Ah, let's reset that. Oh, I'm never going to get tired of that bump. That's so good, that jump. Managed to get up the inside. Oh, he's pushing away at the back of the car, and you can feel that through the steering wheel. That's really cool. The feedback is great for that kind of thing. It kind of makes up for the loss of visibility to some degree. You can feel when you're being bullied by the other cars. Yes, we've saved it. I think you need just a bit more speed on that to catch it over that bump, because that's the one that always takes you out. So we're on the straight. Got one more lap to go after this. Like I say, the feeling through the steering wheel is actually pretty cool. Should really slam the handbrake for that, but we've got round it. Didn't overcook it that time. Big jump. And, oh, a bit squirrely on the landing. Oh, this is so cool. I'm going to have to try career mode in this. There's a guy right behind me. You can see him on the map. Let's rotate the car, not too much. Managed to save it. Come on. Get it round. Right, let's try not to total it on these jumps. This is the big one. Oh, that's that horrible skip. Oh, we've saved it. I'm going into the side. Ah, don't lose face. Come on. I think we're going to do it. Oh, we take the win. Oh, that was really good fun. That is so cool. That's absolute roller coaster. Absolute roller coaster. Let's have a look at the replay. Right, we'll stick it on. We'll change the camera as we go. Select the camera. We'll leave it on this one, track side, and we'll see how we go. Let's start it through. Get rid of that. Right, let's see what happens. Decent start. Managing to get through the grid a little bit. Terrible first corner. And we're a big jump. That looks so much worse when you're actually in first person. Alright, made it around this bend. Getting pushed all over the place. My car looks tiny compared to those. And that's where it went really wide. Oh, he didn't help. That's where he took me right off the track. A little reset, lost all the places. Getting pummeled by that guy. Oh, the car looks so tiny compared to some of these vehicles. Let's see where that big corner is. This is where I nearly lost it last time. There we go. What a flip. Oh. Tell you what, you wouldn't just be restarting from that, would you? Ouch. Oh, that was absolute carnage for that first lap. I'm taking out the cars in the air. Absolute mayhem. So yeah, that was really good fun. I enjoyed that race. So steering wheel. Yeah. It's more fun than the DualSense, I'll give you that. It's kind of weird playing it in first person view because of the loss of visibility. That takes some getting used to. But the feedback you get through the wheel and the immersion is superb. It's so much fun. Yeah, I definitely recommend trying it with a wheel. So anyway, Let's quit out of this. Let's quit the replay. And we'll go into the settings and we'll see what we have set up. Okay, on to the settings and let's get through the audio and gameplay. Controls is where we want to be. I've got a Thrustmaster T150 steering wheel, which was auto-detected by the game, which is very nice. There's a number of different presets for how you want the buttons mapped on the wheel. I've just gone for preset 1 because that seemed to work for me. Seemed pretty logical layout of the buttons. Advanced is where we tweak everything else. Now, some games you will get various settings for different elements of the force feedback to change, proper fine tune it, but on this game, one force feedback setting. Which, it works. It's an arcadey game. It works fine. I've got it set to 50%. Recommend somewhere between 40 and 70, I think. You want to get a bit of sensation through the wheel, or you don't really want to be arm wrestling for the entire race. 50% work for me, depending on the strength of the wheel you've got. You might want to set it higher or lower, but 40 to 70% seems to work well. Steering dead zone, if you find that your steering is moving around without you putting any input in. Maybe raise the dead zone a little bit. I don't have any of that, so I've just got it set to 1%. Scroll down. Steering saturation. Here you go. Determines how quickly or slowly the controller reaches maximum steering input. Now, in this game, you want it at 450 degrees is your steering angle that you want to aim for, because that gives you pretty much a one-to-one mapping between your wheel and the wheel in the car in the game. I've got my T150 set up to 900 degrees of rotation, so I set my steering saturation to 50%, which gives me 450 degrees in the game. So I'd recommend trying to do that. Most wheels have a steering angle of 900 degrees these days. Set it to that, steering saturation to 50%, you're good to go. Steering sensitivity. As it says on the screen, adjust the steering response curve. So if you want it, so a tiny turn at the beginning gives you a massive amount of steering, and little turns later reduces that steering. You can play around with the sensitivity. I like a linear sensation, so every degree I turn my wheel represents a degree in the car in the game. That's why I've got it set to 0, and that's what I'd recommend, to be honest, on a wheel. On a controller, you might want to play with that a bit, but definitely with a wheel, leave it at 0. Steering speed sensitivity. Now, this changes the sensitivity depending on how fast your car is going. So if your car is going particularly fast, you might find that it's squirreling around a bit, and you're putting too much steering input in. You can raise this or lower the steering speed sensitivity in order to stop that happening. But again, I quite like it as a natural one-to-one relationship between the steering on my wheel and the one in the game, so I've left that at 0. Accelerator saturation is how much of the travel of your accelerator pedal is used in the game. I've got it mapped to the full 100%. Now, the devs actually recommended a lower value, somewhere around 60%. The accelerator saturation, I think it was like 40% for the brake and 60% for the clutch, but I found that was too short a travel to go between 0 and maximum on the pedals, so I've just kept them all at 100% and the dead zones set to minimum. And it just gives you a little section where you can test the steering angles and to see if that's set up correctly. And those are the settings I used in the game. Found that worked for me with the Thrustmaster T150, and I would imagine it's pretty much the same for most wheels. All you want to tweak is the force feedback a little bit and try and get your steering angle to 450 degrees, what I said before. So there we go, that is WRECKFEST on the PS5 with a steering wheel. Really good fun, enjoyed playing it, probably more fun than with the DualSense. So try it out, let me know what you think. I've reduced to 71. Thanks for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you didn't. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and until then I will say bye for now.